now. Yes. So can you say again, when I identify myself as what?
So when I feel myself being as formless,
Yeah.
okay?
Yes.
Still there is the sense that this formless is speaking.
This
Formless is speaking.
formless is speaking. Okay.
Yeah. But I was exploring it a little bit, and it's very subtle because it's also actually just an appearance descent of this formless is speaking. But many times, so now I'm catching this, and I wanted to bring this up, maybe there is something to also mention, because if I look from the highest perspective, there is only the self, and yes, actually the self can only speak, because there is only the self. So from one experience, I can experience that, yes, it cannot be speaking, the formless one, self, but at the same time, but there is only formless one, and who else is speaking, you know?
So let's look at this closely. So the formless one, you see, is just the formless one, you see, and the only truth is the formless one. That's why the masters have said that nothing has ever really happened. But the minute we say that the form is, then we are taking another perspective, which is fine to take. We are free to take that perspective also. You see, that there is an existence of form, because the minute we come into the qualitative aspect, which means speaking, talking, singing, sitting, standing, all of this is the qualitative aspect. So the minute we take that into account, you see, actually, how to say, there is no way in which you can correlate the formless with the form.
Yeah.
You see, even when we speak of awareness, which is aware of all of this, we cannot find a point at which they connect.
Yeah.
We cannot really find, because then that would make awareness into phenomenal, spatial existence, isn't it? So, so that is why it is spoken as an inference that only the, because I see that only the formless is. Therefore, if someone is speaking, it must be the formless only, because only the formless is.
Yeah.
You see? So it is inferential. You see? Sometimes what can happen is that we can add another layer in the middle of that inference, saying that the formless.
It's just another which is coming. Yeah.
You see? The formless is manifesting itself in the form of beingness, which is the unindividualized presence, which is as quality-less a presence as we can imagine. You see? And then that being is conducting the manifest aspects of this realm. So that can be another way of communicating the same thing. But even that is not true really. Although it appears to be in this waking state, you see, it can appear that this is what truly is true, but everything that comes and goes is not true. You see? So even this that comes and goes is not true. You see? So it doesn't have any reality to it. But once we take it to be true, that I cannot deny that speaking is happening. You see, I cannot deny that speaking is happening or speaking is being heard. What we are really saying is that although I know in my heart that only the truth is true, which is the unchanging, it still feels like this appearance is valid enough to be taken to be true. You see, I know it sounds like a complicated statement.
This is what I see now, that it was the sense of this formula speaking is just a thought appearing. I'm identifying with that. Something like that.
In a way, we can say that, yes, it is that some perception that we call speaking are being perceived, and we are explaining that as I am speaking, or speaking is happening, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, so that is our interpretation of what seems to be appearing. But what is the is there any trouble, or is it what?
Yes, so it felt like, what was happening, that I come to this formulas consciously, like really without any of the qualities, and then this very natural sense comes that so
is it just me, or everyone lost him?
it might come in the sense that also a day I catch myself also feeling very true that I'm formless and I'm speaking. This formless wants ice cream, this formless wants to do, or this formless,
Yeah.
The sense was,
What is a want? What is a want for the formless?
Ice cream, anything. I mean, just for example, just anything, like simple things.
What does the word want mean when we apply it to the formless? I mean, is there a want and a not wanting state for formless? Does it have these binary states of wanting, not wanting, any of these?
Yeah. When I look like that, it seems like it cannot be, because it's formless. It cannot have any desire. But the sense there during a day sometimes.
But what if desire itself is just an idea? That there's no real sense of desire, but it's just an idea which is perceived and then taken to be reality?
Yeah, I see it also like that, but sometimes I really need to slow down and take a look to see that way. Because it's true, when I really look, everything is actually just appearing. Nobody desire is not there. And if it comes, it feels that it's not. It's something else. It's not of my nature. Let's say, So there was a little bit of issue. Like I feel like, oh yeah, I'm formless. I stand up. Everything is great. Nobody can trouble. Nothing can happen. Deathless. And then, oh, but I would like this. I would still like this.
Yes. Yeah. It's good, this trouble comes a little bit because it is not true that you are formless.
It is not true.
No.
Okay.
You can't.
So
saying from
a bit of a sort of a grenade can be put there, no, when we make these kind of statements. So why I'm saying that is that the statement that you are formless is not true. You see, because both of what you are cannot be contained in that statement. You see, provisionally, what you have gone from is the notion of being the body mind. You see,
I agree. It's just
an insight which is very true. You see, an insight which is very true, and that insight is maybe best translatable into the words that I am formless. But the insight is not saying that I am formless. It is even subtler than that. You see?
Yeah.
But the minute we make that insight translation, which is that I am formless, into a position, then that position will be poked. See? Because the position will the intellect will try to use that position to infer, okay, so then if I'm formless, how can I be like this or not be like this? How can I want? You see, but it is not true.
I
You
see.
see, it is not true
I
in the
see.
sense you cannot insert it into any story of yourself. You see, it is just a rough translation of your pure insight which you are having, and that insight is true. But its translation at best can point to it saying, I am formless, but it can never really describe it.
I see. I
But
see. So it's good to go to any definition about myself, because otherwise we will add something else onto that definition.
Exactly, exactly. And that definition will be poked. And because it gets poked, you will start questioning your own insight, which is very true.
Mm-hmm.
You see,
Yeah.
because whatever you are able to define it as, then can be poked in these simple ways from the mind. No? Oh, so if you're formless, then how can you want ice cream? You see?
Mm-hmm.
You see? But that had nothing to do with the insight which you had about yourself, which was completely empty of these problems. You see, it didn't have any of these sort of things to resolve or try to fix. You
Yeah.
see? But the minute we translate it and we take the translation to be true, then it is going to be poked. In a way, it is good that it is poked, because if it is not poked and we take it to be true, truly true, then that can become a spiritual ego. You see?
Yeah. Thank you.
Very good. Very good. That's why for a moment there's a bit of like, what? You see, because when I say it is not true that you are formless, something be like, but I saw that it is true. It is, you see, but what you saw did not have this translation. You see, it did not have. It was truer. It was unrepresentable. You see, in any terms. You see? And that is why I said that in terms of provisional statements, maybe it is a better statement, and not for everyone, but for most, maybe it is a better statement than saying I am this body or I am this mind, to say that I am formless. Maybe it is a better statement. But even that statement, it does not capture your true insight, you see, and can become a lot of trouble, because you will strongly start taking on this position of, but I'm formless. You see, I'm formless. Maybe it can be, maybe you'll start getting some opposition or resistance to all form then. You see? So best to not take it so seriously, even the statement that I am formless.
Okay. Thank you. Mm-hmm.
Then nothing can be poked or no trouble can be caused about it. In your insight, in this moment of pure insight, there is no notion of form or formless. You see? There is no distinction also between form and formless. You are not dividing yourself in any way. Isn't it? And this is true for all of you right now. Right now. This is very beautiful. This is very beautiful. And I especially want to tell you that I liked your report a lot, because you were not explaining so much, you were just describing, you see, which then makes it very easy to meet. You see? If you just describe to me, okay, then this happens, and then this appears, and I see that this is an appearance, you see, then you're just describing, you're not making meaning that, oh, I have it, then I lose it, and this happens to me, and then will it, so it becomes much more simple to deal with them.